welcome back to the show. Good to see you.
Be here again.
And, you know, it's this strange coincidence here in Houston. Hurricane season. Summer is typically a busy housing market season. You know, what if someone is in the market to buy? Give us sort of an overview of what the market looks like right now.
Well, the market is certainly slowing right now. There are fewer buyers, it seems like. Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, they all saw some slowdowns. Most of the major markets in the country have seen a pretty big slowdown month over month. So it seems like we may be hitting some sort of price ceiling right now. Buyers are getting a little bit wary. So if you're in the market to buy a home, mortgage interest rates are pretty low right now. And it looks like there's going to be a little bit of downward price pressure. So it's a pretty good time to be looking to buy a house.
So a lot of things on the market, basically.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot to choose from. So let's talk about this, because the struggle of buying a home that has flooded, and then there's also that sort of question, you know, when you saw homes that flooded during Harvey or Allison when you weren't in the flood zone, there's always sort of that question. But what do we do if we're looking at a home that is flooded?
Well, first things first is there should always be a lot of disclosures about that. I was talking with some of the producers backstage, and you need to be looking for those disclosures. Really talk to your agent, make sure that you're reading everything possible about what went on with the home. Look at flood maps if you're concerned about it. But there are a few things to keep in mind if you're buying a home in a previously flooded area. You may be able to get a really good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for sure.
Right.
And also, if you're into renovations, a lot of people are these days, you can potentially make a lot of money. You need to know what you're doing, but you can renovate it and make a lot of money. And at the same token, or by the same token, I should say, there might be renovated homes that were redone by flippers or remodelers, so you may be able to find something that's a little less expensive than in non-flooded areas.
And for a lot of buyers, this is a great opportunity to get into the market, build a bit of equity. So you're saying that if someone is considering buying a flooded home, that's not a deal breaker, right?
It's not necessarily a deal breaker. It just does warrant a lot of caution. Really, like I said, be really careful, read the disclosures, talk to your agent, consult experts if you need to.
It comes with problems. I mean, one of the headaches that you may encounter would be an increase in a flood insurance premium, right?
That's right. I mean, you can bank on right around $1,000 at minimum, maybe a little bit under in a flood insurance premium. And what that's going to do is it's going to reduce how much you can borrow, because a lender is going to look at that as a hit against your ability to borrow.
Okay, and so we're looking at some homes that were flooded. Obviously, mold is an issue. You've got to go through the repairs. But let's talk about what happens before and after a flood as far as value is concerned on your home.
Yeah, what you usually see is a big hit to values initially to flooded homes. There's a lot of work that has to be done. We're looking at, particularly at Meyerland recently,
Right.
and it is still not recovered to pre-Harvey levels. So you still see a big impact to value to flooded areas. You mentioned mold. That's something to be really careful about, because mold is something that can really lurk and linger. Door.com was working with a buyer down here where they were on the finish line to buy a home, and then they had a mold expert come in to look at the house, and it turned out that it hadn't been remediated properly. They had to rip out the whole kitchen, the seller did, and redo it because mold was in the venting.
A lot of people may wonder, if you're in the market for a new home, you may encounter a home that has flood damage, and you may think, okay, should I look for a home that's already been renovated, or should I try to buy a fixer and do it myself? Any advice there?
Well, the thing to remember with a fixer-upper is you're usually going to be competing with cash buyers much more so than a renovated home. That's because flippers are looking for homes they can transact quickly, they can build a lot of value in, and they're usually coming to the table with a cashier's check to just buy that in a few days.
Right, they can't compete with the everyday buyer.
That's right. If someone's selling that, you know, imagine yourself as the seller. You're going to say, I'd rather have cash in hand than wait 30 days, and someone may not qualify for a mortgage.
But if you have to buy a home that's already been renovated and you want to ensure the work's been done properly, always get those inspections, like you just mentioned, the buyer with the mold.
Inspect, yeah. And the mold inspection in particular is something that's not very expensive, and it can save you a ton of headache down the road.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Door.com and for people that don't know how this all works.
So I started the company a few years ago, and it's a radically different way, better way, I think, to buy and sell homes. If you're buying homes down in Houston, we actually give you cash back at closing. If you're selling a home, it only costs $5,000. And then we've built a technology platform that's made it a lot easier, and so we have Door Title and Door Real Estate in-house, so it's a one-stop shop to make the entire process a lot easier, and you don't have to go quarterback all these different vendors like you usually have to.
Well, Alex, it's great to see you. Stop by anytime. And this is always real estate, a hot topic. Flooding as well in Houston. So come back and see us anytime.
Happy to.
And by the way, to connect with Alex, visit the Scene on Houston Life section of our website.
And still ahead on Houston Life, we are tracking the tropics. We'll have a look at the forecast and what we can expect in the coming days.
And coming up on tomorrow's show,